there's quite a lot of breakdowns as well. What do you think contributes then to this high performance?
Well, I think the life insurance industry is a stable industry in the sense that it's been managed through advisors and wealth brokers and tied agents. And I think, the nature of the product is also, it's a long-term product. It's also a very selfish product because you buy this for your loved ones, for their financial sort of assurance in the future.
Yeah.
And I think generally, everything when it goes right, there's no problems until you have a need to actually maybe change something or there is a problem. And we can talk about that a bit later on when we do see the devil in that detail.
And to the listeners and those that are streaming us on YouTube right now, we are chatting as well as on our website. We are chatting to Professor Adre Schreuder, and we are looking at life insurance as well as customer experience. Yeah, you are right. It's actually a very personal journey, that one takes. Professor, if you can elaborate on what aspects of digital tools are at play here with this data and the research that was released a few days ago.
Yes, the way that we do this as a benchmark industry study, this is not something that is internally done that would prevent someone to actually use this and publish it, because you can't mark your own sort of score sheet. This is independent, and the chair that I'm heading up at the University of Pretoria has spent a couple of years to develop this new index under my leadership. And we've devised a process where there's an online digital reporting tool that subscribers can subscribe to, and then on an annual basis we publish the results to the benefit of the South African consumer. Hopefully in future it becomes a reference site where you want to decide which is the better company to support and to buy product from, and you can go to our website and actually see which is better and which is not.
What would you say you found surprising or rather unexpected when you were finding out or rather when you were putting together the report?
Yeah, there is an interesting dichotomy. Fact of the matter is there is a good score, but when you look at the nature of the engagement, in banking you engage with your bank probably at least once or twice a week, if not more often. Whereas in long-term insurance or life insurance, you don't do that, which then brings an interesting anomaly to the fore, is that in banking industry, we find that we have a much higher actual recommendation relative to the promise of recommendation. We call it the intention to recommend. Whereas in the life insurance industry, that is much lower. It's, in the low 30%, which means that less than a third of customers that says in a survey that they do intend to recommend Sanlam or Old Mutual or whatever the company is, actually do so in real life.
Oh, okay. And do you maybe foresee an improvement in the coming years? And what additional insights, Professor, do you hope to uncover specifically in this industry and its consumers?
Yes, as we roll out consecutive new industries and we repeat the same benchmark in the coming year, and the release that you've seen now is the 24-25 release, and on 25-26 we hope to expand this to actually include your fintech and digital insurers as well as your direct insurers that you can do directly on the internet.
And for those that are listening to us right now, what tips would you give them when it comes to choosing, life insurance? It's quite also personal, I suppose, but just general tips around that.
Yeah, the fact is that the marketing and how it's being sold to you is very often through an advisor of that company. And if you really think of it, they have a vested interest because they want to sell the product to you, as well as a wealth broker, although they sell many brands, products, so they might be able to give you multiple brand quotations. they also have a vested interest in terms of earning a commission in terms of that. So I always say, listen to a good advice and recommendation from others and independent, credible research like this. This would be my best advice.
Thank you so much for chatting to us this morning. And where can people find this report?
It is the report is not available for non-subscribers, but the press release and the detail we call the executive summary is available on our website, ceindex.com.
All right. Thank you once again for chatting to us this morning.
Thank you very much.
That was Professor Adre Schreuder, and we're just talking about what is behind the booming of the life insurance industry, which the report states that it's actually one of the best performing of all the sectors. Quite interesting, even in this economy in the south of Africa. It is 12 minutes before 10 Central African time.
Darubini ya Afrika.